You found the STIHL National Championship Air Races presented by Reno-Tahoe.
Oh, this is an audio treat as much as anything else. A visual treat, a trip back in history, and the sound of fury is amazing with these T6 airplanes.
Absolutely. It's going to be so exciting to hear these airplanes. I mean, there's nothing like the T6 airplanes coming by. Talk a little bit about that class, Tommy. These are all the same airplane. We were going to race our 5-mile medium course. We're going to fly 5 laps, speeds up in the mid to low 200s. These are basically all stock airplanes. It's a spec class. They're very flat and equal. This class is all about pilot skill, pilot performance. They're flying the North American T6, built in Inglewood, California and Grand Prairie, Texas back in the World War II era. This is what's known as the pilot maker, Tommy. And we're going to fly our medium 5-mile course. We're going to do an air start as opposed to what we've seen in the previous 2 classes. So here you see on our graphic, the pace plane lines them up abreast. He pulls away. Gentlemen and ladies, you have a race, and they're going to come to the start line right there, and we're on. And Tommy, again, we're flying this 5-mile medium course race. You can see in the graphic here, they make their way around. And look at this. This is our Microsoft Flight Simulator virtual lap. What a great view from the third-person view. There he is coming by the home pylon. And again, this is such an evenly matched class, Tommy. There is competitor pilot airmanship is what it's all about.
Yeah, so much a spec race. Everything's level. And boy, these pilots have got their hands full, though. They are heavy, and they are a handful. That's what they always say about T6. And think of all the heroes of aviation who have done their time in those seats.
Yeah, absolutely. They say this airplane has taught more people to fly than any other type of aircraft. And we'll talk more about that as we get going. But here you have a great over-the-shoulder view from a previous race where we get a great shot of what it looks like to be in one of these World War II warbirds. You see some competitors out front there, just in front of this aircraft. But it is a very evenly matched and a very competitive class, Tommy.
And a long time, one of the institutions here at Reno at the National Championship Air Races for sure. Our T6 silver class, Class 1B. We got 5 airplanes in the air. There's your top qualifier right there, Vitaly Pechersky. Race number 50, Abracadabra, as they take to the air, and they'll be working their way into formation after a little bit, Rob.
You bet. And there's Big Red, race 5, Gordo Sanders, our second qualifier. Beautiful airplane.
Number 2, third place qualifier from Caldwell, Idaho, Chris Lefebvre, the policeman from Idaho, and Bear Essentials and Harvard NK4.
Look at the gear retract. Just such amazing aircraft. They're so historic. And then here we see race 90. This is Greg McNeely, who we heard from just a little bit ago out of Port Orange, Florida. The aircraft they call Undecided.
Greg says, I probably ought to win this race. So we'll keep our eyes on Greg
we'll
for sure. He has done it plenty of times here before. Lee Oman, the air show performer, veteran air show performer in race 69, Eros.
You bet. The other aircraft we saw just before we came back on, Tommy, was our pace pilot, Rob Sandberg, in that aircraft. And so again, this here's our other pace plane. We have 2 airplanes that fly place. You see there's 2 folks in that aircraft. They fly observers. They fly high and above the course.
Well, yes, sir. As you can see, the smoke, it's really put a kind of a damper on the races and our qualifying. But we've had to cancel 2 races, and that's put a big effect on where we kind of put our, where we sit in the lineup. We got some guys qualifying now. The weather just pulled up, but we need about 3 miles to fly, and 6 miles for the fast movers. But things are clearing up. We're going to get some times. We've got a silver race today. We're here to beat Big Red right here. That's our main purpose for coming out, to beat Gordo. And the fastest one out here is going to be Chris Rushing, probably. We're all trying to beat him. But we're all having fun. We're all friends, and it's going to be a good race.
Here they come. They're coming down the chute, Tommy, from the left. The pace planes have pulled up. We have a race, and they are headed for the STIHL Homes pylon start-finish line. Here we go, Tommy. We're underway. T6 racing.
Silver class racing on this Saturday. 5 planes in it.
Tommy, is with all closed course pylon racing, that pole position is really vital. You can see they're bunched up all together. This is match racing between stock aircraft, and you can see them beginning to sort out as they make their way around the first 3 pylons. Again, this is our 5-mile medium course, so they're going to go a little bit farther north before they come around, but you see some great shots here. There's race 50 in Abracadabra, the gray and yellow airplane that's out front. And then right behind him in second place, you can see there in the grouping as they head down the valley is race 5, yep. Joey Gordo Sanders.
Race 50, our leader, Vitaly Pechersky from LA, from Los Angeles, California, in Abracadabra. He was the top qualifier, 223 miles an hour in the previous race.
And there you see back on the right of your screen, you see 3 and 4, tight battle there, and also right up front here, Tommy, as they come around pylon number 7. Let's listen to them go by here, the home pylon, and this is going to be something. Listen to the tips of those 9-foot Hamilton standard props going supersonic. Tommy, that is absolutely
nothing like it.
Nothing like it in the world. And man, that first 4 places are right together. They're really jockeying for position as they come around. When you see that many airplanes that close going this kind of speed, over 250 miles an hour, it is absolutely spectacular. But race 50 and Vitaly Pechersky staying out front there in Abracadabra. He's doing a good job of staying in close. And then right behind him is Gordo Sanders. And then Greg McNeely said he was going to win it. He's made his way up to 3rd already in race 90.
Keep our eye on Greg McNeely for sure. Started in the 4th position, qualified in the 4th position to start this race. But our number 1 qualifier, still holding the lead now, race 50, Abracadabra.
And there you can see as they're coming around, and what a great shot from our pylon cam as they're coming around pylon 6 and 7.
Race 3, McNeely now up into 3rd place behind Gordo Sanders in race 5. Here's your leader.
Here's our leader coming to the start-finish line as we're completing lap number 2. We're going to start lap number 3, so we're basically halfway, a little over halfway right here. Man, you just got to love that sound.
Oh,
Tommy.
boy. Full song. These trainers, these T6s.
And the fans here, just such an aviation-savvy group of fans that are here at the National Championship Air Races, and they just love the history. Let's listen to them go by here on the pylon cam. You hear that throaty roar of that big air-cooled radial engine, and you hear that crackling sound of that prop going by. I mean, there's just nothing like a T6 racing here at Reno. It is absolutely something to hear and see, a spectacle. And there you can see our leader out front as he's coming around pylon number 4, beginning to make his way. But there you can see 2nd and 3rd there behind him. And just out of the camera shot there is 4th position. Still an incredible battle going on, 3rd and 4th back in behind there. There you get to see all first 4 airplanes. They are a lot closer than some of those views look like just because they're a little farther away. But all 4 of those airplanes right in the thick of it here. And there's our leader coming to the start-finish line, Tommy.
Yeah, everything going according to plan for our top qualifier, Vitaly Pechersky in Abracadabra. Running the race he wants to run, and Joey Gordo Sanders unable to make much ground on him.
Yeah, and there you see a good shot of the battle for 3rd between Greg McNeely and Chris Lefebvre in Bear Essentials, and those 2 are really battling it back. But here we're back to our top 2 with Gordo Sanders and Vitaly Pechersky, and they are just doing a great job. Vitaly in race 50. Spectacular shot there as he's coming around pylon number 3, making his way down through the Lemon Valley. And you can see how close behind him there was race 5 at Gordo Sanders. And as they finish that back straightaway, kind of make their way around pylon number 4, you can see there's the battle for 3rd that's really contested. That's Greg McNeely on the high left side there in race 90, and then race 2, Chris Lefebvre down below, and Chris has the inside track. Greg McNeely's doing his best to get around him, but like we see in all pylon racing, he's got to pass around the outside. So Lefebvre has the inside track, and he's able to hold him off. And here you see some great pictures. The 2 of them are coming around pylon 6 and 7, headed for the home pylon. Now watch McNeely. He'll accelerate down this straightaway. He'll able to get just a little bit in front, but he can't quite get all the way by, Tommy. And then we're going to swing around pylons there, and then we're going to jump back to our leader there in race 50.
Yeah, time running out for everyone in this race. It's white flag, final lap. Vitaly Pechersky still fully in control of this one.
Let's listen to him come by our pylon cam here, Tommy. This is going to be something to hear. Wow, there is nothing like that, Tommy. I mean, the adrenaline is just flowing. I don't know about for you, but I can hardly sit still in my seat. This is so exciting. T6 match racing here at Reno. There's our Greg McNeely's got a little bit of a lead right there as we're working through our last lap. And let's jump back to the leader. Here he is coming around pylons 5, 6, and 7, headed for home. I'm not sure that Joey Gordo-Sanders is going to be able to catch him, Tommy.
No, it's running out of time very, very quickly here. We've almost completed our 25 miles here in the 5 laps.
And there you see our pylon cam there around pylon number 6. And here they come for home, Tommy. This is our leader, race 50. Vitaly Pechersky, he's making that final turn, headed for home. This is going to be the checkered flag. Checkered flag right there. Awesome, number 1. There's number 2. Here's the race for 3rd. Tommy, it's going to be close. Oh, man.
I think Lefebvre may have got him there. McNeely, Lefebvre may be the 3rd place finisher. We'll have to take a look. Nothing's official yet. Everything has to be done, but congratulations. It looks like Vitaly Pechersky, your winner in this silver class T6 race. There's a little peek ahead at what we've got coming up next on our dance card here. Unlimiteds, boy, you gotta get a good deal of excitement going for that.
The bad boys of speed, Tommy, that's what they're called. It's gonna be exciting. We've got Dreadnought, we've got Argonaut. All the Sea Furies are lined up there ready to go in this class. This will be the gold class of Unlimited. And for the traditional air racers, here at Reno, this is what they like to see. But let's go back and look at this T6 race, Tom, as we get started here at the start. You see them grouped up pretty close, all 5 competitors right there. The first 4 especially you see in this shot. But jumping out front right early was pole position race 50 and Vitaly Pechersky. He was able to hold that line the entire way around. Big Red in race 5, Joey Sanders was just never quite able to get to him. Here you see, actually it's a good example of how evenly matched this entire class was.
Yeah, that meant Vitaly had clean air all the way around, had to not deal with lap traffic, any of that. He was that pole position and maintaining that, the key to victory.
It absolutely was, and you see those first 2 kind of stayed there, and then there you see in the back end of that shot, the race for 3rd and 4th, but here's a great shot of our leader, a beautiful yellow and gray aircraft. And then here on the right side of your screen, you see that battle for 3rd that went on virtually the entire race. Greg McNeely told us on going in, he's ready to win. Yeah. But man, he had his hands full trying to get around Chris Lefebvre. And I think at the end, it looked like he may not, it looked like Lefebvre probably held him off at the end.
I think he edged him out there. That's all unofficial.
Yeah, the officials will have to
get it all squared away
and make sure nobody had any pylon cuts or anything like that. The officials were watching that all the way around. But our competitors really look like, from our unofficial view, Tommy, they flew a very clean race. And here you see the checkered flag going right there as we come to the finish with our unofficial winner, race 50. And here's the rest of the field.
Yeah, there is Vitaly Pechersky, race 50. Abracadabra, your unofficial winner. Joey Gordo-Sanders, Big Red, race 5 and 2nd. Chris Lefebvre in Bear Essentials, race 2. Greg McNeely, we think, was 4th in race 90, and Lee Oman, race 69, Arrows in 5th place. Boy, some game competitors right there. They came to race, and it was a good one.
Yeah, it was, Tommy, it was exactly what it was advertised. You know, the smoke continues to clear a little bit. The visibility's getting better. We're going to be able to race all the classes here this morning that are on the docket, and that T6 class did not disappoint.